Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still first and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Stanford Miami 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, there's an alley to the left. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath him. Great.
Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got a step and just dusted the field.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Plows through the defense. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Smith wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. We played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games, and that's why coming into this season, they were given that time.
There he goes. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's caught. It's Washington. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Canes decide to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. He's in open space downfield. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. He'll pull it on the read. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Pulls it in. It's Washington. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Smith dropping to pass. Under fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got his man. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big game, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely center cut. And now they take the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Washington State.
Smith wants to throw.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Wolf. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half.
And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. The give to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Wolf. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cardinal! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Miami, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He's got him this time. A lot of room to the right. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Dropping back, it's Berry. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. They go to the ground. Got a little space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
That was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Quarterback will keep it. Turning it on. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But The goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They've been outstanding on third down all day long, and they could use one here on third and goal. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Wants to throw. It's Sperry. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Connection to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
And that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
They did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. And that one ought to help us build the drama down the stretch. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Smith wants to throw. Oh, they're after him.
But they don't hook up on that one, but they understand this 2-minute situation. A field goal is going to win the game. They are in tremendous field position right now. They've got a quarterback they feel can handle the pressure. You just need 1 or 2 throws to give your kicker an opportunity to walk out of here with the win.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Puts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible.